Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed by your emotions? If so, you're not alone. Many of us are often at the mercy of our feelings, tossed about by our emotional waves without any sense of control. However, the good news is that it doesn't have to be this way. Welcome to our comprehensive guide on mastering emotional regulation techniques. We all experience a roller coaster of emotions, from joy to sorrow, anger to excitement, and everything in between. But sometimes these emotions can feel too intense, too frequent, or simply too overwhelming. That's where emotional regulation comes in. Emotional regulation is the process through which we understand, manage, and respond to our emotional experiences. It's like the steering wheel of our emotional vehicle, guiding us through the twisting roads of our feelings. It's crucial to our overall mental health and daily functioning, helping us maintain balance and navigate through life's ups and downs. You see, emotions are not just internal experiences. They influence our thoughts, our behaviors, and our interactions with others. They can inspire us to create, motivate us to act, or conversely, paralyze us with fear or drown us in despair. That's why learning to regulate our emotions is so important. It's not about suppressing or ignoring our feelings. Instead, it's about acknowledging them, understanding them, and managing them in a healthy and constructive manner. In this video, we'll explore various strategies and exercises to help you effectively manage and control your emotions in different situations. Whether you struggle with anger, stress, anxiety, or other overwhelming feelings, these techniques will empower you to navigate your emotions with confidence and resilience. So, are you ready to take the reins of your emotional journey? To transform your relationship with your feelings and discover a new sense of emotional freedom? Then let's dive into the fascinating world of emotional regulation. Recognizing the need for emotional regulation is the first step towards a healthier mind. So let's embark on this journey together, towards a more balanced and emotionally resilient you. Did you know that emotional regulation affects every aspect of your life? Yes, indeed. Emotional regulation is a crucial life skill that influences our relationships, work performance, and overall well-being. It's the ability to effectively manage and respond to an emotional experience, to stay in control of our emotions rather than allowing them to control us. Imagine being in a situation where you're faced with a stressful task at work, or perhaps a heated argument with a friend or loved one. Without emotional regulation, these situations can quickly escalate, leading to negative outcomes such as damaging relationships or affecting your work performance. However, with emotional regulation, you can manage your reactions to these situations, leading to healthier relationships and a more productive work life. Furthermore, emotional regulation is not just about dealing with negative emotions. It's also about amplifying positive emotions, which can lead to increased happiness, improved mental health, and a higher quality of life. It allows us to celebrate our joys, share our happiness, and fully experience the positive moments in our lives. This skill helps us to maintain a balanced emotional state, regardless of the situations we encounter. Emotional regulation is also crucial for our physical health. Research shows that poor emotional regulation can lead to chronic stress, which is linked to various health issues such as heart disease and diabetes. By learning how to regulate our emotions, we can reduce our stress levels and improve our overall physical health. In addition, emotional regulation is an essential skill for personal growth. It allows us to reflect on our emotions, understand why we feel a certain way, and make changes if necessary. This self-awareness leads to personal growth and development, enhancing our emotional intelligence and improving our interpersonal skills. In a nutshell, emotional regulation is a cornerstone of a healthy, balanced life. It influences our relationships, our work, our health, and our personal growth. It's a skill we use every day, in every situation, whether we're aware of it or not. Mastering emotional regulation is not just about controlling your emotions, it's about improving your life. Now let's delve into the 10 emotional regulation skills you should master. Firstly, creating space. This is the ability to take a step back from your emotions before reacting. Imagine your emotions as a painting. If you're too close, you can't appreciate the whole picture. Just like stepping back to admire a painting, stepping back from your emotions allows you to see them more clearly. This gives you the power to choose how you want to respond, rather than reacting impulsively. Next up, identifying triggers. Understanding what sparks your emotional reactions is crucial. These triggers could be anything from a specific person, a certain place, or even a particular time of day. By identifying these triggers, You can anticipate and prepare for emotional responses, reducing their power over you. The third skill is practicing breathing exercises. Deep, mindful breathing can be a powerful tool for calming your mind and body. It's like hitting the pause button on your emotions. Breathing exercises can help you slow down, stay present, and approach your emotions from a place of calm and clarity. Fourthly, noticing what you feel. This skill involves developing a deep awareness of your emotions. It's about tuning into your body and mind and paying attention to the signs that an emotion is present. This could be a tightness in your chest when you're anxious, or a heaviness in your stomach when you're sad. The fifth skill is naming what you feel. It's one thing to notice an emotion, but naming it can give you even more control. By putting a label on your feelings, you're acknowledging their existence, which can help you understand them better and make them feel less overwhelming. Now, on to accepting emotions. It's important to remember that all emotions, even the uncomfortable ones, are part of the human experience. Acceptance doesn't mean you have to like the emotion or want it to stick around. It simply means you're acknowledging it without judgment. This can help reduce the intensity of the emotion and make it easier to manage. The seventh skill is validation. This involves acknowledging and accepting your emotions as valid and real. By validating your emotions, you're saying to yourself, "It's okay to feel this way." This can help you build self-compassion and resilience in the face of emotional challenges. The eighth skill is practicing mindfulness. This is all about staying present and fully engaged in the current moment. Mindfulness can help you observe your emotions without getting swept up in them. It's like watching a storm from the safety of your home. The storm is powerful and can be scary, but you're safe watching it pass by. The ninth skill is seeking therapy. Don't underestimate the power of professional help. Therapists and psychologists are trained to help you understand and manage your emotions. They can provide you with tools, strategies, and a safe space to explore your feelings. Lastly, journaling. Writing about your emotions can provide a valuable outlet for expression. It allows you to articulate your feelings, reflect on them, and gain insights that might not be apparent in the heat of the moment. Consider it a letter to yourself, a space where your emotions are heard and understood. These skills might seem simple, but practicing them consistently can make a significant difference. So, how can you start implementing these techniques in your daily life? Now that we've covered the 10 emotional regulation skills to master, let's delve into how you can incorporate these into your everyday routines. Firstly, it's essential to establish a daily practice. Just like any other skill, emotional regulation requires consistent practice. Dedicate a specific time each day to focus on your emotional well-being. This could be first thing in the morning, during a lunch break, or before bedtime. Whatever works best for you. Secondly, create a safe space for your emotional exploration. This could be a quiet corner in your home, a favorite spot in a local park, or even a virtual space like a dedicated journal or a private blog. The key is to have a place where you feel comfortable expressing your emotions without judgment. Next, let's talk about triggers. Identifying what sets off your emotional reactions is a crucial step towards regulating them. Once you understand your triggers, you can start to prepare for them. This could mean practicing deep breathing exercises before entering a stressful situation or using mindfulness techniques when you start to feel overwhelmed. Breathing exercises are a powerful tool for emotional regulation. They can help to slow down your heart rate, reduce stress, and clear your mind. Try to incorporate at least 5 minutes of focused breathing into your daily routine. Noticing and naming what you feel is another important skill. When an emotional wave hits, instead of getting swept away, try to identify the emotion. Is it anger, sadness, fear? Once you've named it, acknowledge its presence. This can help to reduce its intensity and give you more control. Accepting the emotion is the next step. It's okay to feel what you're feeling. Emotions are a natural part of being human, and they all serve a purpose. By accepting them, we can learn from them and use them as guides. Validation is a powerful tool for emotional regulation. When you validate your emotions, you're saying to yourself, "It's okay that I feel this way." This can help to reduce feelings of guilt or shame that can often accompany intense emotions. Practicing mindfulness can help you to stay grounded in the present moment. This can be particularly helpful when dealing with overwhelming emotions. Try to incorporate a few minutes of mindfulness into your daily routine. Receiving therapy can be an invaluable resource for those struggling with emotional regulation. A therapist can provide a safe space for you to explore your emotions and can guide you in developing effective regulation techniques. Lastly, Journaling can be a powerful tool for processing your emotions. Once you've identified, accepted, and validated your feelings, writing them down can help to further process and understand them. Plus, it can provide a helpful record of your emotional journey. Remember, change doesn't happen overnight. It's a process, and every step you take towards emotional regulation is a victory. Sometimes, dealing with our emotions can be too overwhelming to handle alone. It's important to remember that seeking professional help is not a sign of weakness or failure. On the contrary, it is a proactive step towards emotional well-being and resilience. Therapists and psychologists are trained professionals who can provide valuable support in the process of emotional regulation. They can help you understand your feelings, identify triggers, and develop effective strategies to manage your emotions. They offer a safe and non-judgmental environment where you can express your feelings openly and work towards a healthier emotional state. It's important to note that therapy is not a one-size-fits-all solution. Different therapists may have different approaches and specialties. Some may focus on cognitive behavioral therapy, which helps you identify and change negative thought patterns that lead to emotional distress. Others may specialize in dialectical behavior therapy, which combines cognitive behavioral techniques with mindfulness strategies. There are also therapists who use psychodynamic therapy, which explores how your unconscious mind influences your behavior and emotions. That's why it's essential to find a therapist who is right for you. Look for someone who makes you feel comfortable and understood. It's okay to meet with a few different therapists before you find the one that's the best fit for you. Remember, therapy is a journey, and it's important to have a guide who you trust and respect. In addition to individual therapy, there are also support groups available. These can provide a sense of community and shared experience. It can be comforting to know that you're not alone in your struggles, and others are going through similar experiences. Lastly, if therapy is not accessible to you for any reason, there are other resources available. There are numerous online platforms that offer virtual therapy sessions, as well as self-help books and online courses on emotional regulation. Don't hesitate to seek help. You're not alone in your journey towards emotional well-being. Emotional regulation might seem like a daunting task, but with practice and patience, it's achievable. We've explored the importance of emotional regulation and highlighted 10 essential skills you can master. From creating space and identifying triggers, to cultivating mindfulness and seeking therapy, these techniques empower you to navigate your emotions effectively. Remember, it's not about suppressing your feelings, it's about understanding them, accepting them, and learning how to manage them. Each day, try to implement these strategies. Start with deep breathing exercises or journaling, then gradually incorporate the other techniques. If you're finding it challenging, don't hesitate to seek professional help. Therapists and psychologists are trained to guide you through this journey. And if you found this video helpful, why not share it? There may be others in your life who could benefit from mastering emotional regulation techniques. Remember, it's okay to feel your emotions. The key is to understand them and navigate them effectively. Start your journey towards mastering emotional regulation today. Like and subscribe to join us on a journey of discovery as we seek to understand the fundamental aspects of human behavior, emotions, cognition, and relationships. Self-improvement and mindfulness starts with an understanding of our behavior and those around us. Here at Human Nature Explained, we believe that by having this knowledge, we can gain valuable insights into ourselves and others, fostering empathy, compassion, and personal growth. Until next time.